This is Chris Gloss, inspirational speaker and author, and we're talking about the 9 must-answer questions to a more healthier, happier, and empowered you. Let's dive in on question number 5. What are 5 things that you can start right now to show you are committed to a more healthier, happier, and empowered you? What are 5 things that you can stop doing and 5 things that you can start doing right now to show that you are committed to living this life that you desire? And I want you to create a list of these 5 things to stop doing. I mean, these are things that you know in your heart. I mean, no one knows like you know that you need to stop doing these things. All right. And maybe some things that you probably would never share with anyone. Someone can ask you, what are some things you need to stop doing? I'm talking about the things you wouldn't share with a coach, the things you wouldn't share with your best friend, the things you wouldn't even share with a psychologist, those things that you know you need to stop. I want you to write 5 things down that you know in your heart you need to stop. And this is a list just for you. And then also I want you to write down 5 things that you know you need to start doing. I'm talking about those things you don't share with anybody, but you know the things you need to stop doing and start doing. So I want you to create a list of 5 things that you know you can stop and start doing right now to show that you are committed to a more healthier, happier, and empowered you. It's because I believe the answers you seek live on the inside of you. And going through this exercise will help draw out the wisdom in you. The answer is in you already. Many times we always seek information outside because we don't have enough confidence and we haven't spent time trusting the inner voice that we have, the inner voice that we hear daily. I mean, we hear this voice daily that's giving us instructions, and we sometimes don't listen to it because we don't have that confidence. And so we always seek to get that advice from someone else. So what I'm asking you to do is to trust that voice on the inside. See, this is a personal exercise where you're creating a list of 5 things you're going to stop and 5 things that you're going to start. And this exercise, trust me on this, will help draw out the wisdom that's on the inside of you. Now, it's good if you want to get some counsel after that, talk to a trusted friend, and you want to be really vulnerable and share the list with them so that they can provide you some insight. That's perfectly fine. But I want you to start this exercise out on your own. And right after this video is when I want you to go ahead and begin to execute writing this list out of 5 things to stop and 5 things to start. Let's take a look at some key points. First key point, let's take a look at number 1. Be willing to do the work. See, that's going to be very important, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to be willing to do the work. That's critical because a lot of times, I don't know about yourself, but we can start things, but we don't ever finish things. So I want you to be willing to do the work, commit to the process. And that's right, it's a process. It took years to get to where you are, and it's going to take time to get from this place. It may not take years to change your environment or change your circumstance and situation, but change is a process. Change is part of it, right? And it's a process. It's not an event. Some things don't happen immediately overnight, but guess what? They do happen, and this could be a good part of it. But be willing to do the work, okay? Number 2, keep it simple. Start with just 5 initially, but add to the list later. So that's important. I don't want you to make a list of 10 things. You say, well, Chris, look, I really know it's 10 or 15 things. Well, no, hold up. Don't go to that process. Keep it simple. Start just with 5 things you know you want to stop and 5 things that you know you need to start, and add to that list later. But in the beginning, just so that we can execute, I want you to go ahead and just keep it to the list of 5 for each. The next thing, create a plan for each item and execute. So you're going to have this list of 10 things. 10 things you're going to stop, 10 things you're going to start. So you're going to create a plan for each item, and then you're going to execute. So that's 10 things, right? You have a list of 10 things. 5 you're going to stop, and 5 that you're going to start. And once you have that plan, you gotta execute the plan. So in order to have that healthier, happier, more empowered you, that's what it's going to take. For you to execute the plan that came from you, came from inside, because there are some things that probably you never share with someone, but you know what you're doing, you know what you're working on, and it's definitely possible for you to go ahead and get the results that you want if you commit to the process, right? So all you're going to do with this question number 5 is simply, as soon as this video is over, I want you to write down 5 things that you know that you need to stop doing and 5 things that you know you need to start doing. And that's the beginning of the process. And after you have those 10 things written down, you're going to create a plan for each one of those. And then you're going to execute. You're either going to stop doing those things, like what's your plan to stop doing it? Or to start doing it. What's your plan to start doing it? And you're going to execute that plan. And I believe that that's going to lead you on a path to being a more happier, healthier, and empowered you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you the best and the most success in your life. And if you didn't get an opportunity to take a look at the other videos, take a look now, because there's some really good information and content out there. Until we speak again, have a blessed, prosperous, and productive day.